This is Willow. Willow is a shepherd retriever mix, and she is a mild case anxiety phobia. She has trouble with strangers, and you can see that some of her body language. She was panting, and she's quick to flee when I enter the room. Now I have put her in this room away from the owners to uh, keep the energy in the room as pure as possible. They're watching through the glass doors and learning how to do this technique. So what I'm doing here today is I'm taking away the ability to flee for Willow. She can only stay in that room, and ideally she really wants to get out of that room. Um, and this is a mild case, and I have to stress that because if this was a more severe case, this technique may not be the right one. But in this case, it is. So what I will do is every time she tries to flee, I'm going to engage her. I'm not going to pursue her or chase her, but I'm offering a hand to get a baseline of her reaction. And you can't see her right now, but she's behind the chair. There she is. So she would not approach me when I invited her, and that's okay. So what I will do is I will try to do some proximity exercises where I try to get her comfortable with me being in the room and try to get her comfortable with me being in her space and eventually pet her. So her body language right now, the head down, and well, she sat, which is nice, but she sat because she heard the treat bag open. But her body language before that, the ears were back. You can see they're a little more up now with the treat bag, but her tail was down, not totally tucked. Now she is trying to show interest in the treats, but she's not actually eating them right now. Her state of mind is still anxious and uh, almost as far as to say distressed. But again, this is a mild case. She's not showing any signs of aggression. No barking, no growling, no teeth baring, no snarling. She is attempting to avoid me and flee, but she is not shut down. She's not running into a corner and hiding. She's not trying to get under the furniture or find a really safe place. So, again, a mild case. So this technique of when she relaxes, I relax. And I show her that I'm not going to get into her space just because she laid down and tried to relax. I want her to feel good about relaxing. Now I will test it by offering the hand. And you see she started to look away, which was an avoidance thing. And there was a little yawn, which was indicative of a little anxiety. And there, as soon as I go anywhere near her, she flees. Because she fled and became emotional, I threw the little toy thing over just to try to get her thought process started again, and that turns off the emotion. Again, watching her, the body is rigid. She is panting mildly, the head down, a sign of insecurity. Now, she showed me a gesture of relaxation, so I'm leaving the room. And this is where this technique really starts, is every time she shows me relaxation, I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to tell her that by you relaxing, we'll get you what you want, which is just to be left alone. But again, I am trying to challenge her to get to the point where I can greet her and get her used to this. So I take it slowly and enter the room. she's showing me some relaxation there and a nice lay down, and I exit the room. So again, every time she shows me something that tells me she's relaxing, I'm going to respect that and allow her to stay in a relaxed state. So now she's actually eating the treats, and that's telling me that she is starting to settle, which is a good sign. So it's very important to, again, understand that in a mild case like this, you can press a bit. And here she goes trying to get out. So when she tries to get out is when I enter the room. When she relaxes is when I leave the room, making a mental impression that I get what I want by relaxed behavior, not by anxious behavior. And this is allowing her to deal with her situation without providing reinforcement that's going to allow her to stay in an unstable state. Counter conditioning, there she goes trying to get out, so I move in. Counter conditioning is an excellent tool and very good to use with fearful dogs. That's showing more interest on this entry. Relaxed behavior. The hip is dropped now to the side. She's not in that sphinx position. Much more relaxed. And as I was saying, counter conditioning is an extremely useful tool, and we go very slowly with a more severe case. But again, I judge this case as mild, so I am comfortable to push a little bit. And she has not shown signs of withdrawal. She's showing signs of interest, so she's improving. If she had been showing me signs of withdrawal and shutdown, then I would have pulled back. So that time she showed some interest. And you see her tail is wagging a little. She's definitely more secure. She's trying to approach me. She's approached me. She's sniffed my hand. She's allowing me to now pet her. And I'm going to keep the petting underneath the chin. I want to keep that head up and keep the state of mind confident. See, I almost went over top of the head. If you go over top of the head will shrink down. So now I'm seeing if she's relaxed enough to follow commands. She wants to try the paw, and I want her to go down. There she goes. So she followed the down command. She dropped the hip, much more relaxed, and allowing me to pet. Again, I keep the petting to the chest and to the chin, and not on top of the head. And this helps her to maintain trust. So the elapsed time from when I started the exercise to when I actually got to pet her was about 8.5 minutes, and that's not bad. I hope you enjoyed the exercise.